out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, you know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls. Y'all know we have Music Monday as well, but this is sold out, man. No, this is Music Monday, man. Pretty much where we can take a break from the sold out from all the sneaker talk and just kind of focus on music, man, which kind of go hand in hand with sneakers a little bit, but pretty much Music Monday is where I take a break from the sneaker content and just kind of go over all things music, kind of go over some hot spots, see what we got going on, man. So audio and visuals, y'all let me know if that's looking good as y'all coming in and out. I did kind of tweak a few settings behind the scenes. Hopefully that is working the way that I wanted it to. Actually, I could tell a little bit how it's actually interacting with me. So it should be a little bit more, a better refresh rate, right? Okay, but hopefully as y'all coming in and out, y'all smash that like button, sub up, sign up for the sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Where, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're chopping it up in the sold out Discord. But tonight's topics, man, I got a few that I want to cover. Nothing major. Well, actually one major one for sure, which we're definitely going to be talking this David arrest, right? Okay. Looks like he's going to be looking for, you know, a miracle, right? Okay, so David's been charged with murder of Cassette Reves and may face the death penalty, right? Okay, so if y'all aren't familiar, he was a music artist, and I say was because he was actually signed to Sony Music to the best of my knowledge, and I feel like they've dropped them a while ago. And we did cover this, I want to say a couple months ago, and then I'm not gonna say it died down, but no charges were ever officially brought up on him until recently, which I want to say as of today, to the best of my knowledge. So I'm gonna probably work that one backwards. So I'll probably save that one towards the end of the live, and then of course, I want to start with the Kodak Black situation. Looks like one of his exes has been arrested for drug trafficking. So he responds. We'll see what that's about. And then we will move right on to Tory Lanez. Again, he is one of those people where it's dog, I feel like he might as well just go and ride out his sentence and call it a day. Because, I mean, to be honest, what good behavior. Hopefully he gets out in half the time. But looks like he sued the California prison for $100 million due to the stabbing, right? Okay, so legally somebody is up there still fighting this battle. Let me put it this way. Legally somebody, them attorney fees are still getting paid because they don't work for free, even if it's pro bono and you already there and they ain't got nothing to win. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's doing something. So I do applaud Tory Lanez' fighting him and being motivational and showing that what not giving up looks like. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, it's one of those, you don't want to be the person that gives up on something. And of course, y'all know I have to talk about the Ice Spice slap at McDonald's. I'm definitely going to cover that tonight as well. So probably start with Kodak. We'll go to Tory Lanez, Ice Spice, and then the rest of the live we'll be talking David, which is actually spelled Dv4d, which, you know, that's kind of weird. Don't even seem like it should be David, but I get it. Let me test the chat real quick, see what we got in the building, and then we'll get the party started. Looks like we got Thomas Goldring Jr. in the building. Says, I've been watching the story since the day what it was to think about could not duck the law. Yeah, so I saw it kind of broken or breaking out the story, and then I'm kind of zoned it out. I ain't gonna say zoned it out on purpose, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I didn't know if they had any hard evidence on him. And to be honest, sounds like they still don't. But again, that doesn't mean he's not guilty. You know, again, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. You know what I'm saying? And even still, sometimes they still don't get it right. So I want to start off by saying this, too, as we start to talk these legal talks, because a lot of this stuff is all legal. Kodak Black stuff with his ex seems legal. The David stuff we know is legal. Ice Spice, to the best of my knowledge, is going to be taking legal action. And then Tory Lanez, he's already locked up, but still legal stuff. So I want to say Hold Live is alleged. I don't know anything. I'm just going off what's reported and giving my few thoughts on it. But at the same time, I wasn't there. I'm not saying any of this stuff is factual because I don't know. Right? Want to just throw it out there, disclaimer. And I also would like to say a fair use for Mr. YouTube. right? Looks like we got Dark Knight in the building. Says, yo, what up, Dark Knight? What's Gucci? What's Gucci? What's Gucci? Let's see. We got D the letter in here. Says, yo, what's good, fam? What's Gucci? What's Gucci? Says, getting ready to head out to work for less than an hour. All right, homie. Keep grinding. Keep getting to this money. I respect it. Says, saw Gucci in Birmingham Saturday after the Shiesty incident. Interesting. Wow, man. If I'm not mistaken, he's from a part of Alabama. Everybody, he gets credit for being like repping Atlanta and East Atlanta and all that, but I think he's originally from, I don't think it's Birmingham, Alabama, but I think he is from like Bessemer, Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. But don't quote me on that, but just fun fact, I think, right? Again, don't quote me, I could be wrong, so I'll take the fact back, but I think he's from a part of Alabama. So again, I remember growing up on Gucci a little bit, and whenever that song So Icy So broke out, yeah, it was, I mean, I never could get it for the life of me, but so many people liked it. It was so catchy to the point I ended up liking it. But when it first came out, I'm like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody loved it, though. You know what I'm saying? And especially where I grew up from, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, the further south you went, the more and more they loved that song. Respectively, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'm not going to talk about it probably tonight at all, the Gucci and Pooh Shiesty situation, even though I'm pretty sure there will be updates tending to that one as well. I know everybody's calling Gucci a snitch and this and the third, but same time, man, I see both sides of the party on this one. And at the end of the day, I've always said this, and I'm going to leave it right here. Don't portray one lifestyle, and then whenever times go in, you're gonna flip. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you rep and that's what you represent, you gotta hold it down to the end. So we'll see how it turns out. I think it's a little too soon to call the play, but him dropping that quote unquote diss track, and I'm talking Gucci Man, that was not a smart move in my opinion on his part, right? And I'll leave it right there. Slayer in the building says, yo, sneaker familiar. What up, Slayers? What's Gucci? D the letter says, he was born in Bessemer. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Every time I see it, like when I go travel down that way, I always see it and I think of Gucci Man, ironically. Now, I don't know weird shit, but it's like, hey, this is where Gucci from. You know what I'm saying? Slayer says, was Ice Spice security grabbing a McFlurry? Rumors is, and I don't know, right? But I don't think she was with security. Now, I think I've seen that a lot of people been, even Divine Photos in the Sold Out Discord, like, where was her security? Why she didn't have security? Why the hell she had a random McDonald's in LA and California, of all places, where it's been known where, hey, man, it's not the place to hang out, especially if you're a known celebrity. You're just a walking target. Now, to be fair, right? Because we're going to be talking Ice Spice in a minute. Has she had a hit in a while, respectively? Not that I know of. And in fact, all the songs that she has come out with, personally, I mean, I wasn't bumping them, but I'm going to still give her credit where credit is due. She's still doing numbers and she's still doing her thing. So just because I'm not listening to her, I'm just one person. If she's got millions of fans, which it seems like she does, then yeah, she's somebody that's well known, right? Okay. Now at the same time, I understand where she's coming from, where it's like, yo, I can't go out with my friend and just have like a little, you know, a little kickback chilling. She had the hoodie on and joined this on the third. And to be honest, a lot of celebrities do roll without the security, right? Case in point, a great example. I've ran into a couple people that are celebrities that didn't have security, right? And where you would think they would. But what people need to realize, security don't come cheap. And if you ain't, no disrespect, if you're not dropping current hot music consistently where it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You not gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, she ain't doing a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But this is my thing, right? I ran into Matt Barnes, right? He's not actively playing in the league anymore. You know what I'm saying? Should he have had security? I mean, people barely recognize who he was. I knew who he was and like a few other people because you could tell he just kind of stood out. But at the same time, he was there with like two regular people. You know what I'm saying? They're obviously doing some business deal, but no, there was no security person in sight, this and the third. They just kind of pulled up. And I mean, I didn't bother him. I don't do that. And I ran into Darnell Rollins in the airport. He didn't have no security, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know these are probably not the best examples, but I say all that to say, like, you'd be surprised how many people, celebrities, like, that don't have security. You know what I'm saying? They keep a low profile. They try to rock like a little, they cover up the best they can and then pray nobody recognizes them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna catch one of those people who, like, I mean, you act your wage, right? Respectively. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I ain't trying to knock her like that, but maybe her and her friends was like, yo, I'm just gonna step out and go get some McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And call it a day. I mean, we've seen plenty of celebrities, too, that move without the security, and then you got the homie as a security. Now, in this case, for Ice Spice, right? Because everybody keep asking this. I've seen this floating around. The person she was with, why didn't they, like, buck up or do something? They could have easily jumped the chick. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But if that person not about that life, then, I mean, you really by yourself. But I hope this is a wake-up call for her to watch how she move, because it does make me think of the P&B Rock situation where, he was moving out with security. He was moving without security. He was just moving with his wife, right? Or his chick that he was with. And boom, just they robbed him and he wasn't going. And obviously he was going one way or the other, right? So, I mean, at the same time, that's been all the great debate too, where people were like, yo, when somebody rob you at gunpoint, do you just go and hand it over and then you retaliate later? Or, because if you think about it, you compare this to Gucci situation, right? Allegedly, they had him at gunpoint. And they took the damn, allegedly, they took the damn jury out. He made them screw the joint out of his motherfucking ears, dog. You know what I'm saying? Now, was this a time for Gucci to be like, hey, I'm a tough guy, going to do it, dude gonna pull the trigger, I ain't going out like no punk. Now you're dead, and now this person going to jail either way. They're in jail either way. Now, whether this is all true or not, I don't know. But I'm just saying, you got to think in those situations, man, as somebody who stared down the wrong barrel side of a gun as well, you think you really found out who really bought it. Even I don't froze up when I don't look down that joint. I mean, I caught on, I blacked out, but I came back to tools and shit. But hell, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to know some people really not really like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't worth him taking the risk. You know what I mean? In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And both parties, right? At the same time, y'all could have sat down like gentlemen, but who's to say that? I'm pretty sure there's more to that story. You know what I mean? I don't think he just didn't. I don't know what happened, but I assume he had been trying to schedule a meeting. You know what I mean? If I had to guess, you know what I'm saying? And trying to keep it, cordial. But I don't know. But yeah, security is a must, but at the same time, we can think of a scenario too, as we're about to start with, we're going to start with Kodak first, but as we go to Tory Lanez, right? They had security, right? And somebody still got shot, right? No disrespect, that guy, he already know. Nobody wants his name out there because at the same time, you don't want that guy being your security knowing that, hey, you got 3 people, 2 of them being a female and 1 of them being a guy. Things get rowdy. Who did what or whatever, right? That's a whole nother live. But you mean to tell me what were you, this is my question with the Tory Lanez stuff, right? What now, that's the question we need to be asking Slayer. What the hell was he doing while all that was going down? Because if he was just sitting in the car, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute he saw things getting out of control, he should have stopped it there. All right, cool. We're running back. Like, man, fuck it. They all drunk and arguing. I don't care. I'm going to get these motherfuckers to a safe destination and call it a day. All right, cool. I understand that. But when you saw a gun from whoever, what have you, who had the motherfucker, hey, man, give me that. Y'all stop playing. This ain't the time to play with that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. That's what you're there for. Right? Respectively. That's what you're there for. But yeah, let me share my screen, man. I can get started on this stuff all day, man. But let's start with the Kodak Black joint. And then we'll go into the Tory Lanez joint. And then we'll roll into Miss Ice Spices. And then we'll talk David. Probably, hopefully, the last like whole 15 minutes of the live. Let me share my screen here. Let me know if visuals is looking good. Boom. Like I said, I did kind of make some tweaks to the to my video. Kind of changed the, I guess you can say, the resolution. So it should be slightly better. Like I said, it's doing this better. I'm doing this like testing purposes. Yeah, I refresh the resolution. I got to do it for my Music Monday, though, for sure. But yeah, y'all let me know if it's looking good. But let's start on this. Kodak Black's ex arrested on a drug trafficking charge. Rapper responds online. It says authorities say Jeremiah Boomfield was found in a found with methamphetamine after the police chase, while Yak addressed the situation on social media. That's another thing. Y'all celebrities, dog. Y'all got to learn when to stay the freak off social media. Respectively, dog. Y'all don't need to run to the internet for everything. And as a person who used to be guilty of this, like when I first got a Facebook page, but I don't even have one no more. It used to be me. Like every little situation, I used to run there, boom, 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 boom. And hell, I had a great following. Everybody loved it, but it sucked because I had everybody in my business. Now, who was I to blame? Me, because I was the person writing all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to get up off that joint because I was talking too much. But it says the mother of one of Kodak Black's children is facing serious legal trouble after being arrested in Fort Lauderdale on multiple charges, including drug trafficking, according to the official reports. According to arrest records viewed by Complex, Jeremiah, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, Bromfield was taken into custody on April 14th and booked in the Broward County's main jail on charges that include trafficking and methamphetamine, resisting of an officer without violence, and driving with a suspended license. Well, some of these you're not going to beat, right? Let's just keep it 100. It says authorities say the arrest followed in pursuit involving a black Tesla that had previously fled from the detectives earlier this month. According to a probable cause report, officers spotted the vehicle again and attempted to initiate a stop, but the driver allegedly sped off, drove recklessly, and eventually abandoned the car, fleeing on God. Damn, it's a chick? This is a Kodak X? Damn, like, bro, I honestly want to see the video. It says detectives caught up with Bromfield after a short chase and took her into custody. Per the report, a search of the vehicle uncovered a plastic bag containing crystal-like substance that later tested positive for methamphetamine, weighing approximately 29.5 grams. So I don't know if that was for personal use or what. It says investigators say that Bromfield told officers she had picked up the drugs for her boyfriend. Police also reported finding $1,010 in cash on her, while they said was consistent with street-level narcotics activity. So, again, this is the chick right here, no makeup. This is Kodak Black's ex, meaning they're not together. So I'm assuming it was for somebody else. It wasn't for her. So Yak used to, he got a baby with the joint. Says court reports show the trafficking charge remains pending with a bond set at $50,000, which if it's set at where she got to pay 10%, that's $5,000, with several additional charges including probations or violations tied to prior cases, and also listed Bromfield as on probation until 2030 for grand theft. That's stealing a car, if I'm not mistaken, right? Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kodak, hey, man, I guess you were attracted to what you were attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. You know what I'm saying? But it says, following the news of the arrest, Kodak Black appeared to respond on social media, posting screenshots and messages that seemingly addressed the financial support of the mothers of his children. In one post, the rapper referenced sending money and emphasized his role as a provider, writing about covering expenses without a complaint. So this is Yak right here kind of speaking on. It says, and this is kind of what he kind of wrote on social media, if I had to guess. He said, shaking my head, free my baby mama again, wrote Kodak. I posted that screenshot of the random extra money I just sent them. They asked only to think ahead of the trolling she get, simply due to me being a great father and always setting the example, regardless if it is intimacy or not. Even when my baby moms hate me real bad, I step. So he's saying he gonna ride for you. Basically, what I get from this with Yak is, cause he been in and out of trouble. This is what he expects his baby mama to do. Like, hey, we've been through tough times. You gotta hold me down. You know what I'm saying? He added on child support and all, never complained or revealed my fam. But again, the thanks is never as loud as the disrespect. So apparently this is her post right here. Mother rappers Kodak Black right here. I think this is something that's posted right here. I don't know if this is, let me see if this is video. No, this ain't video right here. I think this one may be. Let me see if I can play this real quick. Yeah, hold on. Oh, he got music in the background. Hold on. Yeah, I don't even want to put that, play all that music. Fair use, by the way. But yeah, this is what he kind of wrote it right here. Step fam. But again, thanks. I don't want to put too much on that. This is like some screenshots. It said, okay, send your Mara 10K. Okay, so he sent her apparently $10,000. I mean, Just send her ASAP randomly today. Following with that, I really just want you to feel acknowledged in their life. Send 15 to Donahan today and 20K to Shanice. Could he be flexing a little bit? Let's see, 20, 15, and got 10 here. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't do it, but apparently this is his baby mama right here. Apparently this is the kids. So this is her with makeup, I'm assuming. Hopefully, I don't want to play too much of that, but that's her post and her mugshot right there. So again, this is the baby. It says, wow, different mama, same baby. Wow. So I'm assuming this is the one of their kids right here. And I'm not going to speak on their kids or their family like that. But it says, other posts included what appeared to be text messages showing payments being distributed to multiple women, along with captions suggesting frustration over what Kodak describes as the lack of appreciation. Bonfield remains in custody as the Paul Raymond Detention Facility in Palomino Beach as the case moves forward. So she hasn't posted bond, but she's been granted bond, but she hasn't posted it yet. Because they can give you, just because you get a bond, don't mean A, they're going to pay it, or B, one of your family members is going to pay it. So if you're not familiar with how the bonding situation get, right? If you don't get somebody, usually that's why somebody calls you to come show up the money and bond them out. Because if you get a bonds bailman, it's a little bit more tricks and trade to it. You can bail yourself out, but you got to do a bonds bailman. You can't just pull up and be like, I got the money, because you're locked up. Somebody gonna do it. So you're gonna if you don't want nobody in your business, you got to do it through a bonds bailman. Which is somebody selling your business. But that's what they do. And bonds bailmen make a lot of moolah. A lot of moolah. Let's transition on to this Tory Lanez story real quick, and then we will go into Ice Spice, and then we'll go into the David situation. Tory Lanez sues California prison for $100 million due to stabbing, right? Okay. It says he wants $1 million per stab wound. So that's $100 million, right? Yeah. I mean, he may get something, but at the same time, the attorneys that's filing this, they're going to eat if anybody's going to eat, right? Hopefully, Tory gets some of this. But it says Tory Lanez has filed a lawsuit over his prison stabbing and is seeking $100 million in damages. It says the singer/rapper filed a lawsuit against the California Department of the Corrections and Rehabilitation, as well as the warden and 50 correctional officers at the California Correctional Institution in Tapacali. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. According to TMZ, Lane says that the lawsuit that he was stabbed 16 times last May and as a result suffered permanent facial scarring and 2 collapsed lungs. So again, we did see that stuff break out too. Homie been kind of going through it, man. But I'm going to say this. He's still here. And I feel like only the toughest soldiers and warriors get tested, respectively. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to ever go through that or nobody. You know what I'm saying? It says also mentions the persons who allegedly stabbed him. Santino Casino claims that the prison made a mistake by housing them together due to the latter's voluntary history. The rapper also claimed that the warden Danny Samuel violated paroles by placing the two together. So, I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, if y'all in there and y'all both in general pop, I mean, if you don't want to be in there, you got to go to protective custody from what I got from it. But I mean, if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there, but you got to take what come along with it too. But there may be some rules and stipulations to it. You know what I mean? Lanez also alleged that the prison staff, who he says were nowhere near to be found during the stabbing, showed a desperately indifference to foreseeable violence. While he was recovering in the hospital, Lanez also alleges that his song books was unpublished lyrics were taken along with notes for his attorney, and claims that the lyrics have substantial commercial value, which I believe it, because to be honest, this is going to sound weird, Tory has been he has been dropping he's dropped fire music always, but from somebody who's locked up, it doesn't feel like, it does feel like he's locked up, but the visuals and stuff like that, people are working with him. I seen that one joint where Alabama, I think Travis Barker's daughter is doing the visuals for him. A lot of people are doing visuals for him while he's holding it down, you know what I'm saying? And think about it, he's got to record while he's in prison, you know what I'm saying? Not jail, because you know what I'm saying, he's been sentenced already. He's been sentenced down the road. It says Lane's $100 million request for the damages includes $1 million per stab wound and $10 million for facial scarring. He also requesting that the confiscated songbooks be returned to him. After Lanez was stabbed last year, Casino reportedly revealed on a phone call that he's heard rumors that Lanez wanted to harm him. He also alleged that after hearing those rumors, he saw Lanez with a weapon in his pocket. Because of that, Casino alleged that they attacked him. However, he claims he wasn't trying to kill the singing rapper. I don't know, dog. That many stabs? You could, hey, if one person stab you the right way, one time you could die off that joint. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's passed away off for stabbings. You know, it says after the stabbing, Lanez was transferred to the California Men's Colony Prison. So I don't think he's in the same spot anymore. Obviously for protective reasons, but I mean it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Let's go into this Ice Spice story real quick. I'm gonna keep the party going here. I want to make sure we keep this going because I want to make sure we have plenty of time for the David joint because I want to make sure I give that a strong at least 15, right? So Ice Spice gets slapped while having a meal at McDonald's. Video shows tense moment, right? Okay, now I've seen the video. We're going to watch it back here if they have it. Dog, everybody's saying this. You shouldn't have been by yourself to begin with, but at the same time, I get it. Late night McDonald's run, she chilling with a friend, you got your hoodie up, you don't think nobody going to bother you, and you trying to keep it simple, you know? Sometimes that's just how it be. But it says Ice Spice was involved in a physical altercation at McDonald's in the Hollywood this week, and it has been captured on film. It says, in the footage obtained by TMZ, the rapper who was out enjoying a meal with a friend on Wednesday evening, April 15th, can be seen being approached by a woman seemingly uninvited who tries to squeeze in the table next to the rapper's friend, right? Okay. Again, hey, this is my thing, dog. I always say this too. So whoever my favorite celebrities is, which I have my set of artists that I listen to, but to be honest, dog, I pray I never really meet them. Because from what I hear, you know, what you perceive and what you see them as and what you look at them like, they may not even be that. You know what I'm saying? They may be the complete opposite. And I don't want them to ruin what I think of them, to be honest. I'd rather just keep it right there, listening to the music or just watching them, whatever they do. And it says, after Ice Spice and her friend asked the stranger to leave, she appears to grow agitated and slaps the rapper. A scuffle ensures before momentarily being broken up by the attacker's friend. So again, where was Ice Spice's friend and what was she doing, dog? Where we at real quick, more footage shows the brawl spills out into the streets where the argument between Ice Spice and others take place. The original attacker can be seen throwing another punch at Ice Spice and a second scuffle. I think we even saw Ice Spice on the ground, dog. Says Ice Spice lawyer shared a statement with TMZ telling the publication that the unprovoked attack on my client has been reported to the LAPD and will be pursuing any and all legal all avenues to hold the perpetrators responsible for their actions, including criminally and civilly. We also are exploring holding the location responsible for their lack of appropriate security. I don't know if that one's going to stick. I mean, to be honest, however, I have seen some security in certain places, you know. If you're in a tough neighborhood, but at the same time, why are you there? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of having a sit-down restaurant if you can't guarantee the safety of your customers and your consumers? You know what I'm saying? TMZ spoke with the attacker, reportedly named Bea, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, who claims Ice Spice was very rude to her when she tried to show her some love. She claims the rapper called her bitch, and that's why she slapped her. This is my thing, dog. Don't nobody owe you nothing in life. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing, too. When you see these celebrities, they don't really necessarily owe you, like, what you think, right? Yes, you support them. Yes, you listen to their music. But, like, if I pull up to one of my favorite rappers, it's like, dog, it would be nice to be acknowledged and have a conversation, but at the end of the day, they don't have to take a picture with you. I mean, they don't have to acknowledge you. You know what I mean? They're tired. And think about it, this happens to her all the time. Now, with somebody on the level of Ice Spice, while I just said earlier she hasn't dropped anything, I guess you can say like nothing major in my opinion, but she's also was seen at the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift, dog. I mean, that's big names. You know what I'm saying? She's worked with Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? You work with some goats. While I feel like her career is still like room for improvement, she still made it that a lot of people will never ever make it, respectively. So at the same time, you still need to be moving accordingly. And at the same time, honestly, you need to respect your crew. Because it'd be 100, right? Case in point, If that was me and Dunks at McDonald's, I'm gonna put it this way: he wouldn't have let me crash out by myself. If anything, we would have handled that. You know what I'm saying? Dunks is, and in fact, Dunks wouldn't have let that got that far in the first place. He would, before I even would have even got slapped, he would already had homie. You know, he would already been handling business, and I would have probably been pulling Dunks off of him because that's how Dunks move. Dunks is the type to go ahead and handle business first. We figure out and deal with the consequences later type of person. At least that's how we used to be. You know what I'm saying? Let me cover this article real quick and then we'll go over the David stuff. But for like the last 15, Ice Spice attacked woman says she slapped rapper because she's a rude bitch. The woman says she attempted to introduce herself to Ice Spice before the chaos unfolded. Now this is updated on April 17th. It says Ice Spice was attacked in Hollywood McDonald's this week. The woman responsible has shared her side of the story. The attacker, who reportedly named Via, explained to TMZ, claiming that she and the group of friends went to McDonald's to use the bathroom and saw the rapper eating with their friends. Throw your hand up and keep it moving, dog. Point blank, period. Throw your hand up and keep it moving. You ain't got to go out your way to speak to them, this and the third. Honestly, I don't even be asking for these joints autographs and shit because I'm like, bro, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, out of all the people I've gotten, like, close to, pause, I don't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, cool, it's them. You know what I'm saying? I get excited, but I don't really be that geeked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wale, seeing them, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I mean, it ain't no one of those, like, I mean, he probably know who the hell I was, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really be thinking about it like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the same time, I respect another person's personal space. And sometimes you got to be able to read the room and be like, yo, this ain't the time. While they having a burger and chilling with their friends, she could have been there because they like, I just need a girl moment. You know what I mean? And they went on that type of time. But Via's claims she went over to the table, introduced herself, and complimented Ice Spice, but the rapper was argumentative in return. Immediately, Ice Spice was being rude. She was like, why are you here? You can leave. Bye, said Via. I was like, why are you being so rude? Pretty much. This is my thing, dog. Just keep it moving. Because, I mean, I don't even doubt that part happened, right? Allegedly. But it says Via continued claiming that she told Ice Spice she didn't have to be rude before asking the rapper where she was from. She said, I'm from New York. Via began. But the thing is, if you're a fan, you should already know that. We already know she's from the Bronx, if I'm not mistaken, right? It says, let me tell you something. You're in LA. You're in my city now, and you can't be out here disrespecting people. If you wanted us to leave you, you could have just said politely, I'm not in the mood. So, hey, look, I get it. But at the same time, and I think we got the security footage right here. Let me see if this joint's going to play the security footage right here, because I do want y'all to get a little visuals right here. This is from TMZ, fair use, by the way. But it's kind of one of those like, dog, what the hell was y'all? I don't know what they were expecting. But yeah, you're not, dog, come on. If she says she's not in the mood, she's not in the mood. But at the same time, why even go over there? Because you can tell when a person wants to be bothered and when a person don't want to be bothered. Some people really can't read the room right here. But here's one of them right here. I think, is there audio with this? I think there's is. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Let me play this joint. Fair use, by the way. Let me see if I can play this. Boom. This is security footage. I'm sure we've all seen it. I'm going to play it real quick. That's a chick. You attempt to sit down. The girl doesn't scoot over for you, right? She doesn't scoot over for you at all. Ice Spice Strick's trying to have her nuggets and fries, dog.
So you from Cali? So go check out. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chirac. Where you from? Oh, you're from Chirac. Yeah. So where you from?
Wow. So where you from? Where you from?
I'm from McDonald's. I'm from Wade.
Wow. Bro. Shorty almost slipped. Wow, dude had to grab her. Oh, wow, they pushed her friend, though. Her friend just stepped back. Like, I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life. She not about that life. She started to go back and wipe up the table. She not about that. She not about that. That's messed up, though.
Nigga, are you okay? Are you with them?
Nah, I'm not with them. They just came in right now.
But you the one got into them that I'm here, right?
Nah, I didn't know. They didn't know he was here. You guys playing that way. They didn't know he was here.
Nah, why did you just touch me?
Are you good?
Got my phone?
Yeah, sure.
Her friend on some like, I'm not getting involved, I'm done type of shit.
Fuck you and that bitch. Alright. Why is that bitch talking? No, she's drunk.
At this point, though, to be fair, Ice Spice adrenaline is probably through the roof, as it should be. You know what I mean? It's got to be through the roof. Fair use on this joint, by the way. Yo, that's wild. And I think this is what Shorty actually comes and tells on herself, like a ding dong. You know what I'm saying? Which you shouldn't do. But yeah, this is the images right here you see that's going on where Ice Spice got up, but she lucky that her friend kind of snatched her out the way, because Ice Spice looked like she was about to handle business real quickly, because I mean, she in the street clothes and she about ready. What her friend should have did was grab her from behind and slam that joint straight to the ground, dog. Respectfully, you can't let your you can't let your friend go out like that and knowing how the hell who she is. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. And I think this is like the more of that joint that backed up on the joint. Let me see this. I think there's another
ready
joint.
to make
Hold
a
on real
difference.
quick. I had to pause it and mute it real quick, but I think this is like the backup fight right here. It's like 2 minutes long. So this is the aftermath of that joint. Oh, hell no.
That really was Ice Spice. That's really Ice Spice.
I want to say fair use, by the way.
Alright. What the happened? Why is that?
Oh, hell no.
Why would I relax if she touches me?
All right, they arguing and shit like that. Let me see. Where the beef at? Why he want to fight?
Or your mama. Let me fight her. Let me fight her. Why would you want to fight me? Are you a bitch? You want to fight a bitch? Why would you fight me, bitch? We get off on anything. You 120 pounds.
I do want to say this, right? Pause, right? Ice Spice. As I said this earlier, thinking of the PNB Rock situation, RP to PNB Rock. Dog, you got to count your blessings, because this right here, it could have ended in another way, because you're in a city where you're not from, right? And I don't even care if she lives there, but these people, obviously, you're in an area you're not normally there. They're there, obviously, on a regular. When you followed them outside, that's where the party should have stopped. You should have stopped right after the whole situation at McDonald's, because at this point, you're outside. Now you're on public property. You don't know how these youngins are moving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody claimed they got it with them. What if they wouldn't pull? What if you come outside, they prepared not to fight anymore, but they're prepared to defend themselves? At this point, you're egging it on. And now at this point, who's in a defensive mode, even though technically they started? This could go ugly in the court of law, even though I know Ice Spice feels she's done nothing wrong, and I feel like she didn't do either. But you don't want to put yourself at harm's risk where you don't have no way to fight at all. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get at it then. Let's get at it then.
You got to know when to turn that New York shit off. You got to know when to turn the New York shit off, dog, respectfully. You got to know when to turn it off.
Y'all think because the famous? No, what happened? You from what? That's a you. Where you from?
What happened? I don't understand.
What you mean what happened?
I wasn't. Get off in her
You
shit.
wasn't there. Where she at? Where she at? And why the you want to record? It's funny.
So they actually get down in the street real quick? Hold on, I got to test this real quick. They actually get down? Wow. Oh my God. Oh wow. And she's on the ground.
Hey, don't jump her.
So she could have been jumped. Dog, where's her friend at though?
Hey, don't push him though. Don't push him though. Don't push him because he can't hit you the back. Don't push him. Calm down. All right, but calm down.
Wow. That's a bit much for me, man. All right. Cool.
Remember what it feels like?
Too much. something that could have been prevented, you know what I'm saying? But we did watch the footage right there. It says the tense situation appeared to turn into a full-on blown-out fight after Ice Spice allegedly called Via a bitch. After Via was escorted from the restaurant after hitting Ice Spice, she claims she fought the rapper again outside, with footage published by TMZ appeared to show that Via also alleges that Ice Spice broke her friend's phone screen. Kind of can't blame her for that one if she did. And it says Via concluded that in her video by saying that because of what happened, she is no longer a fan of Ice Spice. I doubt she cares. As a fan, I'm not expecting you to be rude, she said. She had the different attitude towards me. She lost a fan. I can't listen to her anymore. The security footage of the altercation appears to show something different. In the video posted by TMZ, Via in the screen approaching the table asking were they ready to shake ass. And that's what you do. You shake ass. Ice Spice is heard asking before telling Via to go get it then. Wow. So she wanted her to dance with her, stuff like that. And Ice Spice went on that type of hey, I'm off work, dog. I just want to have a burger and some nuggets and some fries and get the fuck on. Respectively. And I can get that. You know what I mean? I get it. It says, Via is in a screen approaching the table, asking them, read that part. It says, that's what you do. You shake ice. Ice Spice is heard asking before telling Via to go get it then. And Via is in the screen asking Ice Spice for the asking from California and claiming she was from Chicago herself. She then seen slapping a rapper. In a statement with TMZ, Ice Spice lawyers revealed that the attack has been reported to the Los Angeles Police Department, and Ice Spice has yet to address the situation on social media. I mean, she don't have to. Respectively, right? So let's get to this David for like the last 7 minutes of the live real quick. I want to make sure I cover everything, and then we should be good to go for this Music Monday, man. So appreciate y'all for sticking it out with the kid on this one. What it says, David charged with murder of cassette Rivers may face the death penalty. He could face a death penalty. Now, this was reported April 20th. This is the most current one. If convicted. So again, I don't know if they have any hard evidence on him, and I don't think he's actually been given a bail, but we're going to see real quick. It says David has officially been charged with murder 7 months after the body of the 14-year-old Crisette Rivera was found in his car. It says charges against the singer, real name David Burke, had been expected following his arrest last week. They were announced on Monday, April 20th at the joint press conference held by the Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman and LAPD Chief Jim McDaniel. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, says the most serious charge against Burke is the first-degree murder with special circumstances. Those special circumstances mean that the maximum sentence is life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. So he could be given the death penalty. Hochman explained that the decision on whether to try for the death penalty will be made at a later date. So again, I don't know if they have any hard evidence on him, because my thing is what took them so long to actually arrest the guy. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they wanted to cross their T's and dot their I's. Where we at real quick, it says the special circumstances include lying in wait, committing the crime for the financial gain, and murdering a witness in an investigation, Hochman said. Other charges include continuous sexual assaults or sexual acts with the individual under 14 and the manipulation of the body. Allegedly, I don't know if this is true, but this is just what's kind of been reported out there, right? It says, in September 2025, a decomposed dismembered body was discovered in the front truck of a Burke's Tesla, which had been abandoned in Hollywood Hills, later towed to an impound lot. The remains were eventually identified as Rivera's, whose mother told TMZ she has had a boyfriend by the name David, and that she had been missing for over a year. But my thing is this: if she's 14, where the hell were y'all at to begin with? You know what I'm saying? She was missing apparently, so they didn't know where she was at. Burke had been touring in support of his album Wither at the time Rivers' body was discovered. He continued on with his performance on September 9th at the Fillmore Minneapolis after the story broke about the discovery. He did not address the matter on stage nor his social media accounts. So again, he don't want to speak on it. Smart man for that part anyway. I'm not saying he did or didn't do it, but at least he knows to keep his mouth closed. Says recently resurfaced videos from the concerts held in July and August, particularly from a show on July 30th at the Warfield in San Francisco, show what appears to be a prop casket in a mock memorial used as a part of David's stage performance. It says the romantic homicide singer was scheduled to perform September 16th in Seattle, but the show was canceled just hours as Rivera's body was identified. On September 18th, LAPD homicide detectives searched through a home rented by Josh Marshall, David's manager. The singer was reported living there based on the photos and videos shared earlier this year that TMZ noted matched the home interior. During the search, detectives reported seized computer and several bags of evidence. Burke was arrested last Thursday and held without bail. His attorneys and parents have proclaimed his innocence. So I did see where his parents say that he is an innocent man. It says David accused of the lawless acts of the minor and manipulating human remains of the Cosette Revel's murder. David's attorney previously argued that the evidence would show their client's innocent in the case. So again, the best thing I can say that he's done is kept his mouth quiet. Now let's watch and see what they put out right here for like the last few minutes, and then we'll wrap this joint up here. So this is, I think, like the press conference from, if I'm not mistaken, from the district attorney. Let's see this real quick. Let's see if we can play this. Fair use, by the way. Oh, this video is unavailable playback for website disabled by the owner. So you can't even watch this on YouTube even if you want to. So I was going to try to play this joint right here, but I think, there we go right there. So, okay, cool. So here it is right here. I think this is it. How long is this joint? 40 minutes. I'm not going to play that much of it, so I'll just keep it moving because it seems like it's probably going to be a little long for what I want to stay on for. But I did see some of the snippet. So, again, I hope that homie didn't do it, but at the same time, it's not sounding good. But it says David-born David Burke was formally charged with murder of the teen Cosette Rivera Hernandez on Monday, April 20th, as a press conference, which came after the last week's arrest on the withered arrest is connection with the case. Rivera, a minor, was described as a reported runaway with whom David was allegedly in a sexual relationship. So again, she was a runaway, right? Even though the parents, I guess they're saying the last time they seen him was with him. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's guilty of anything, but that's why it's probably all signs pointing to him. But it says specifically charges as announced during the press release by Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman and LAPD Chief Jim McDowell on Monday include first-degree murder with special circumstances. Additional allegations made against the Here With Me singer includes continuous sexual assaults or sexual acts. I want to say that specifically for you two to be careful. Law by the sexual acts with the individuals under 14 years old, plus a manipulating the human remains body. So again, I don't know. Even if I did do a crime, because I don't know if I could touch a dead body like on that level where it's like dirty. Because think about it, you don't want your fingerprints on that stuff like that. It's going to be very hard to cover that stuff up. So whatever he did, I would assume I would hope whatever evidence that tied, he had to set it afire. So where did he go and do the business at? That's my thing too. With these cases, there's a lot of like, either those people take a lot of thought into it or they get really, really lucky. You know what I mean? Because from what I got from it, there's a lot of missing holes to this. It's probably why it took him so long for them to charge him. You know what I mean? To the point where like, make a move or else. You know what I'm saying? And I think they can only hold him for so long too, you know what I mean, before, but he's been charged. So at this point, he hasn't been given bail. So they held him over the weekend. He's in there, It says during the presser, Rivera's murder was described as a brutal and horrific, and Hochman also detailing the special circumstances of the first-degree murder charge. The special circumstances being lying in wait and committing the crime for financial gain and murdering the witness in investigation, he said, after adding that the defendant's alleged lewd and vicious sexual acts were the subject of the investigation in which Rivera was a witness. In press release issued shortly after Monday's press conference, Hochman further accused of Burke's having used a sharp instrument when carrying out the alleged crime. When Cosette Rivera threatened to expose his criminal conduct and devastate his music career, Burke allegedly murdered her, cut up her body and stuffed her into 2 bags that were placed in the front trunk of the car, which is also called a frunk. Hoffman said, but this is my thing. Do you have any hard evidence, DNA, that leads back to this guy? You know what I mean? If you don't have that, then if you don't have any cameras, anything like that, no DNA, you can't just put that on somebody. That's a hard thing to put on somebody, man. Best because you have no other leads or no other like possible witnesses or what have you, right? You can't put that on that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to defend him in any way, shape, or form, but I mean, for stuff like this, you want to make sure you do your due diligence before making assumptions and accusing somebody of this type of stuff. And see, this is a dismantled body set for over months, this decomposing until it was found in a tow yard on September 8, 2025. This horrific and gruesome murder committed by the charged actual predator is shocking and appalling. The cassette loved ones have, we will get you justice and seek what you deserve. Devon says, watch McDonald's gonna promote a Slappy meal. Chill. I hope not. Don't say that. Don't say chill. Don't say that, bro. But I wouldn't be surprised. It says, following the initial arrest last week, attorneys for David issued a statement arguing that the evidence in the case will show that the client did not murder Cassette Rivera Hernandez and was not in cause of her death. So as it stands now, David is facing a potential life sentence without the possibility of parole and even the death penalty per Hochman, and he is charged with murder, continuous sexual abuse of a child under the age of 14, and an unlawful mutilation of human remains. Complex has reached out to the legal reps for David at the comment, as well as the DA office. This story may be updated. So, again, a lot of things going on with this joint. Let me put myself back on the main screen. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Respectively, dog. How did the parents let her run off? You know what I'm saying? What were you doing watching your child? And I'm not trying to blame anybody because a death is a death, a wrong is a wrong, but it's like, dog, she was 14 with this dude? Like, I don't know, man. But at the same time, I guess you can't keep an eye on your teenage daughter 24/7. But at the same time, man, I think when I was growing up, man, 14, yeah, I wasn't even, like, I was still at home, like, but I started working at, like, 15, but I still had a pretty strict curfew. You know what I'm saying? My parents stayed up on top of me. I mean, I did some stuff I wasn't supposed to do too, but at the same time, I still, you know, out of respect, I still pulled up. But I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? So I hope justice is sought, whether it's for her or for him. If he didn't do it, free the man. If he did do it, then, you know, do what you got to do. And I just hope there is justice for the family and on both sides, right? That's what I'm hoping for that one. But that covers the David story. So let's wrap things up here for tonight. I've been on this joint for like an hour and 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. We pretty much covered Kodak Black's baby mama being arrested. Looks like she got, you know, found with some stuff up on her. So we'll see how that goes. Allegedly, Kodak is still being supportive because they do have children together, and I respect it. Tory Lanez is suing for $100 million apparently for his being stabbed, right? So we covered that as well. We covered the Ice Spice slap. Ice Spice, dog, your friend got to be a little bit more about it. Respectively, if y'all gonna be out without security, your friend got to be a little bit more. She can't let you crash out by yourself. Y'all should have been double teaming something. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, all respect, y'all should have double teamed her ass in McDonald's and handled business. You know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming it was outnumbered regardless. So, less than a day, move carefully, right? Respectively. And she probably thought she was, but you know what I'm saying? Realize who you are. You know what I'm saying? While I don't listen to your music, you are a well-known figure. Move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Whether it's going to be with security or whether getting your shit to go and dip the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. If you ain't moving with security, is get your shit and dip out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they ain't feel like leaving. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And then we just did a update on the David story. Looks like he has been charged with murder and may face a death penalty. So we'll see how that goes right there. But let's go and wrap things up. I've been on the joint for an hour and 4 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. As always, y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trying hauls. Y'all know we have Music Monday as well, which was today. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up. More content on the way. And yeah, man, I'm officially out this thing. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember, tell me to leave her alone.